In today's video, I'm taking some stuff from the Dollar Tree and from the Family Dollar and Dollar General, and I'm going to do some little bitty Easter decorations for my tier tray that I also make in this video. So if you want to see how I do that, then stick around. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It'd be really doing me a solid. Hey everybody, look at this junk on my table. And there's so much more, so much. I'm joining in with Corie for the minis challenge for today. And yeah, I'm making a few little bitty things, including a tier tray using this plate and the candlestick and a bunch of other stuff. We're gonna have some fun and just stick around and we'll see what happens. Alright, well, as you can tell, I've already gone ahead and spray painted that plate. It was just gray. I gave it a white spray paint. Pretty easy. And I got 4 of these. They're 2 different sizes, votive candle holder things, a while back. And I spray painted it silver. I'm not really entirely sure why I decided to do that, but I did. So there it is. I spray painted it silver. So it's going to be what see, I got the silver spray paint all over. So yeah, that's what it's going to sit on. And that'll be my tray. It's really just a cake tray, I guess. So I'm going to use a combination of hot glue, E6000 to hold it down there and measure it out to make sure I've got it in its proper spot. I picked up this little Happy Easter garland thing from Family Dollar, but I'm going to take it apart and just use the eggs, and I will use the top for something else, but I have something in mind specifically for these eggs. I was inspired by Kiki DIYs, and yeah, she did something really cute on her channel and I wanted to do it for mine too. So I'm going to do that here. I will leave it in the cards, the link to her video, and you can take a look at that. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take it apart and take off all of the, I'm just going to clean everything up. I'm going to take all the papers off and everything else like that and just be left with the plain eggs. Here I'm going to take some apple barrel paints by Plaid. I managed to, I don't know, I realized that my kid has a whole bunch of these, so I said, okay, I'm going to use them. I'm going to take 3 different colors, or I'm going to make 3 different colors, and I'm going to do like a stain or a wash for some beads, and I'm going to try and get colors close to this scrapbook paper that I have, which is going to be used in another part of this. So I'm going to mix these colors up to try to get close to that paper. Did I not show the colors that I used? Yes, I didn't. So I've got a blue, purple, okay, yes I did. So here's the 2 that I used to make the blue. And for the purple, I used these 3 to make that purple color. Mixed them all together. And then for the pink, I just used the magenta, I think. Bright, what is that? I can't read it. That color that you see there. So I used that. And it's pretty close. The purple's not as dark as I wanted, but the pink and the blue are almost spot on as far as what's in that paper, which was what I was aiming for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my beads for my garland, and I'm going to go ahead and put those in there, and we're going to let them sit for a very, very long time. I think it took me like 2 days to construct all of this, so but yeah, I'm going to put all the beads in there and I'm just going to let them soak. And this one big bead that I want to use on there, I'm just going to paint white and let that sit. And I think I've already mentioned once that this video is part of the Minis Challenge hosted by Crafted by Corie. And I may have messed that name up in this video a couple of times. I'm very tired. I forgot. But it's Crafted by Corie. I will make sure to drop her link and the link to the playlist in my description box below. So make sure you go check out all of the creators. Everybody doing all their little mini crafts. I mean, I thought this video for me was perfect for this challenge. So go check everybody out. They're going to be great. Got all my my 3 eggs cleaned up, and I'm going to use some Crafter's Square Spanish moss, and I've got some burlap ribbon. I'm going to cut ears out for these guys. And I'll just cut the ears out and glue those down. And if you've seen the video that Kiki did, I'm kind of taking her idea of something that she did with her bunny. I just wanted to make the bunny standalone. So I'm kind of doing the same thing that she did. I thought hers was super cute and I wanted to try it out. So yeah, I'm gonna do 3 bunnies. They're all gonna be a little bit different. They all have, you know, ears, tails, and stuff like that, but I didn't slice them apart as well as I thought I did, so so yeah, I'm just gonna cut out the ears and glue the ears on and go from there. I painted the ears, and honestly I'm not even sure why I did at this point. So here I am taking the Spanish moss, and I'm just gonna glue that down on the bunny. It's just gonna be a little cute Spanish moss bunny, and I'm gonna do 3 of these. And I wanted to I wanted a little wild, I guess, as it were. I mean, they're bunnies, they live in the wild. they're not perfect, and I kind of wanted to embrace that, you know, wild forest, you know, just out in nature. So I didn't like trim them up and all that stuff. I tried to cover up as much as I could of the egg underneath, you know, but I didn't trim them down or anything. I just left the scraggly bits scraggly, and left it, you know, fluffy and just crazy. Personally, I liked it that way. I mean, there's nothing wrong with like trimming up. I'm for the messy bit. Definitely, I get that. The Spanish moss a pain. But I thought it looked kind of cool with it just like being all wild and crazy, sticking out like, you know, crazy hair or whatever. Ha ha, hair. You know, it's a long day. I'm tired. So here I am just gluing it down, and I'll jump to the next part because I don't want this video to be an hour and a half long. All right, they're all mossy now, and I'm going to take some florals that I've had around, and I'm just going to give my little guys some flower crowns. I'll use just some small bits and change up the colors on each one so they're not all the same, and, you know, use some greenery and stuff like that just to give them a little bit of variety. All right, and there's what they look like done, but I need to make stands, so I'm going to take these Jenga blocks. This pack came from Dollar General. When I went to the Dollar Tree, they didn't actually have any, so I had to spend $4.50 on these instead of $1. I'm kind of salty about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna use these tumbling tower blocks to try to come up with a way to mount these guys so they don't fall over. And I do struggle a bit until I come with a good come up with a good method for gluing them on. And I end up using two blocks per bunny. I do like a kind of like an easel layout. So I've got I got one at the bottom kind of flat against it, and then I have another one that stands up long ways, and the bunny just kind of leans onto that. I'll jump further ahead and see if I can show you the way I actually put them together. And I used hot glue, and did I use Gorilla Super Glue, which I just got to try out from Amazon. It seems to be actually really good glue. Let me see if I can find the footage for that real quick here. Right there, you can kind of see that it's like a T shape that I make. The long one, this part goes in, and then the other part will go on the back, and then that top part will glue to the bunny. And there, yeah, I'm using the Gorilla Super Glue, which I believe I will show you, and some hot glue for the instant hold. It doesn't take long for that super glue to cure, actually. It's pretty strong. And I apologize, didn't realize I was off camera until now. Yeah. But yeah, this glue, the super glue, is actually pretty good. I'll definitely be adding it to my list of must-have adhesives. Yeah, so it's already pretty solid, so I'm going to do that with the other two. And those will be the stands for my bunnies. Took a little trial and error to figure out exactly how to get them to stand up properly. But I made it work. I made it work. And here you can see the process of me gluing it on. Kind of out of frame, and I didn't even realize it. But yeah, so I just took the Gorilla Super Glue and hot glue, the two of them together, glued to the back of my little egg bunnies, and props it up perfectly well. You see right there how I have it. It's leaning, you know, like I said, like an easel kind of. So I took, there's a line there, so I know where to make sure I'm lining it up at properly. I put the hot glue and then the super glue in the center between those two bits of hot glue. Don't want to mix them because I didn't think it would adhere properly that way. Always want to keep your glue separate. So just push it in there together, and like I said, it sets up super quick. So that's that, and there they are, getting glued together. And now they're all done, so on to the next part of my crafts. And for this piece, I didn't really have anything I could do with it, so I'm just going to cover it with some scrapbook paper. Use my Cricut, make a little decal to put on it. It says Happy Spring, and I'll just create it as a little sign just to stick on my tier tray. I'll put a hanger on it, can maybe hang it. I was told in no uncertain terms that this side was too cute to cover, so I have to cover the other side. And she's not wrong, it is adorable. But I'm just going to go ahead and Mod Podge the scrapbook paper to the back. And look, the colors kind of already match too, so that works out as well. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Mod Podge, decoupage, and get it all glued down there, and get it all done. I won't bore you with the details, I'll just skip ahead. Here are my two objects I'm going to be adding decals to. These will go on the egg, and the other one will go on this sign, which is the one we just did. The decoupaging is done. I'm just going to go ahead and put my stickers down. For the one, that one that'll say Happy Spring, that I just did as a cut file on my Cricut. The other one is a print and cut. Because at this point I still didn't have any other vinyl. I do now, but I didn't then. So here comes my so favorite part of doing this is the weeding. No, it's not. If you've watched my other video, you know I hate doing this. So I'm not gonna get into all that. I'm gonna skip ahead to where it's all finished. And you can see here I've got the Happy Spring on there, and I'm just gluing some little floral bits to it to give it some more life. And now I've got all the beads dry. I'm going to go ahead and just string them on. Kind of a pattern, kind of not. I didn't really think about it. I just counted out a handful of different ones to do and didn't really think of a pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and string these on for my tassel. Or for my garland, I'm sorry. The tassel will come later. I'm going to use macrame to make my tassel. But yeah. Now I'm partway through. I just jumped ahead to where I'm weeding this bunny kisses and Easter wishes that I did. It's going to go on the little egg tag that's going to go at one end of my bead garland. The other end will have the tassel. So here I'm just trying to weed everything out. I got my other picker tool. It seems to work a little better. And the sticker paper is it's finicky sometimes. It doesn't always want to weed, or like I'm trying to take it off or whatever, and some of it's like tearing, so I have to be very careful. And I used less pressure on my cut, and I think I should have went with just the default, because I think it was I was having some struggles with it. But it looks really cute. So yeah, I'm glad I did it, but I hate picking all this little crap out of here. I wish I could just like print it and be done. I have no patience. I have just no patience. And yeah, the sticker paper is super, super sticky. So it should stay for a while, which I'm going to Mod Podge it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But that's how it looks done. It was just in the Cricut design space. I didn't create it or anything. I can't take credit for it. I just grabbed something from there. So I'm going to have to, yeah. Sometimes I can figure it out, sometimes I can't. It's just hit or miss with me sometimes. But I had a lot of struggles with this part specifically, so I'll just skip ahead. Right, I'm showing this part because for some reason my computer glitched out. I don't know, it got stupid on me and I lost footage. I was gonna skip and whatever, but I don't know. So as it is, the footage I was gonna have here is gone, and it's been a pain, and I'm frustrated. So yeah, I'm trying to work on getting this thing done. You'll end up seeing the finished result anyway, but yeah, my sticker paper and my transfer tape like each other too much. They don't want to let go of each other, is basically what I was saying. I don't know. I was having problems. Anyway, so here we are to the tassel now. I took my macrame cord and I'm using just a wire brush because I wanted to fluff it out and make it really like pretty and fluffy and fuzzy. You know, bunnies are soft and fluffy and adorable. And I wanted the tassel to kind of be soft and fluffy and adorable. So that's what I did here, instead of just taking twine or, you know, whatever. And I worked on this for, I don't know, a good 20-30 minutes to get it to look the way I wanted it to. But yeah, and I do trim, but that's how that looks. I think it's super cute. And here it is. Everything is all set up. I've got my 3 little bunnies, and I guess I didn't show. I did a bouquet, and I took some of those little styrofoam eggs and skewered them to put them in a bouquet. Yeah, all my little bunnies, they all have different flower crowns. They all look a little different. I don't know why I glued. I'm dumb, y'all. I'm kind of dumb. I put tails on them, but you can see the pinks in their ears. And it wasn't until after I realized, hey, that doesn't work. And happy spring there on the back. I did end up putting a little hanger on it so I can hang it on a, just whatever. Yeah. And there's my bunny kisses and Easter wishes on the tassel, on the garland. Yeah, and I've got it wrapped around this vase that I thrifted. And here's the bouquet. I just threw a bunch of flowers together. There's my little egg skewers. Got them kind of hidden in there. And this is the Easter/spring decor with Dollar Tree items, Family Dollar, Dollar General stuff. And a lot of these florals I don't even know, I've had for ages. Some my mom had, and yeah, so there you go. Don't forget to check out the rest of the playlist, Crafting with Corie. All the links are in the description box below, including the link to her channel, the link to the playlist. Be sure that you go give everybody the love. Spread that YouTube goodness everywhere. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. And like I always say, I hope y'all be safe and take care.